New bait banners just dropped for summer, so let's talk a little bit about if you should be pulling or not for both Sakura and Rosanna, their summer versions. Of course, the TLDR is going to be simp, you pull, meta, you skip, right? But there is a couple situations where you might want to be grabbing one or the other girl. So as usual, hello the internet, welcome back to Waifus. I'm Sefhi, your favorite gambling addict. Today's topic, both our summer waifus, Sakura and Rosanna, and which one you should be pulling. So first we're getting the Sakura banner on the 24th, and then at the end of the month, on the 31st, we're getting Rosanna Chick Ocean. So let's talk a little bit about these two. As usual, seasonal characters in NIKKE are a little bit weird, right? Are a little bit characters that we still don't know what the plans for rerunning are, and they usually take a long as time rerun them, okay? Point in case, the current banners, they took forever to be rerun, and now we're still missing a couple of the initial Christmas units and whatnot. That said, let's talk about this. Leave a like, subscribe, have a go to the channel, and let's start with probably my favorite, and that is of course going to be Sakura. I really like her design, I really like her burst animation. She just drinks with you, a good wife, your first official wife in the game, as far as I remember. Official, you know what I mean. Is there any situation where you could be pulling for her and she is gonna be helping out Sefhi? Not really, no. No, but it is the thing, okay? So her kit revolves around two things: damage to parts and sustained damage. Both of them are really, really niche. The only situation I will say it's worth getting a copy of her, it's if, as someone who's been playing for a while, not a new player, because a new player will probably benefit more from other banners. But as a new player, if you don't have either of these girls, or if you only have SBS and you do not have Wasuka, right, our winged Asuka, you could be pulling as well for her, because she is a nice DPS. Now, when we say nice DPS, we have to understand that after SBS and Wasuka, there is no good damage dealer here, right? This is niche, this is even more niche. The rest, we could be putting Rei as well at the same level as these two, right? But that's like about it. So the only real reason to be pulling for Sakura, in my opinion, is for Kraken if you do not have Wasuka. She is a nice character to be pairing, and she deals decent damage. Like, if you invest in her, she will be dealing good damage. Now, outside of the Kraken scenario, there is barely any situations where you will be using her, because sustained damage, until recently, it was not good, right? Like, our first sustained character that was actually good was Mihara. Before her, it was like good luck finding like an actual proper sustained character. And in the same sense, if we're talking about sustain, we also have to talk about Rosanna Chick Ocean. In my opinion, the better pick of the two, honestly. As much as I prefer personally Sakura, Rosanna is most likely the better pick. Rosanna is a character that, as time went on, in contrast to most characters, has seen more usage. And by more usage, mostly we mean raids, right? Outside of raids, you will barely see her. But on raids, thanks to her burst, and just her burst, is actually being used quite a bit in most raids. So her burst is giving sustained damage and damage taken, which affects all enemies. Damage taken is a fantastic buff, and if you pair her now, for example, with the new Mihara and the sustained increased damage, she's actually really good. The rest of her kit is pretty bad, because it does not really matter. Like, you could be increasing a skill 1 and a skill 2 to level 4 if you want, but at the end of the day, a 117 will work really well, and she does not need any overload either. And in most raids, that is enough. So in my opinion, if you can only pull for one, I'm honestly gonna be saying go for Rosanna. Because Sakura, outside of the Kraken scenario we were talking about earlier, you will never see her. Like, I don't think you will actually ever see her, even on week to win raids. I don't remember what were the last teams, but I highly doubt she was involved there. Rosanna has been seeing a lot of usage only on raids. So I will say, if you can pull for one, go for her. Burst animation wise, both of them look fantastic. So if you're looking for an MLB, I will say it's not worth MLB, alright? Like, just like every character in this game, the MLB is not worth it. One copy is more than enough. At the same time, I am a simp, and I'm gonna be going for the MLB on Elec, so who I am to criticize if you decide to go for an MLB as well, right? In my case, we're going for MLB on Elec, Boom and Shock. She looks fantastic. But honestly, a short video just going over these two characters, and in my opinion, if it's worth pulling for them or not. Not a lot to say outside of that. If we go to the tier list right now, both of them are what I consider personally niche and situational characters, and both are T2 right there, Rosanna and Sakura. So I will say only pull on those specific situations if you have extra resources and after we have tested both Elec and Doro, because most likely those characters will be stronger. Dorothy is the first seasonal pilgrim. the first real limited pilgrim, I guess we could say. So I'm expecting her to be strong. I think there is absolutely no chance they make her weak. This is shift up we're talking about, but I highly doubt they make her weak. Considering we're also getting a treasure for Toph, and she's a shotgun, sort of thing. I'm assuming the new meta will be putting both of them together on the shotgun team and whatever else, maybe the direct treasure or something else. We'll see, right? So I will say wait until we test, and then if you can only afford one, go of course for Rosanna. That said, it's gonna be it for this video. Again, a short one, don't wanna be jumping too much about this. As usual, we are live every single day. Links in the description down below with our website too. Till then, with your pool dinner, I'll see you in the next one.